Hello and welcome back to Halo. Last time, we left off rescuing Captain Keyes. Unfortunately though, I didn't record the last part of that mission, but it's fine, it's not important. Nothing really happened. We begin this adventure with Chief and some Marines being dropped onto a new section of the ring to fight on and secure a beachheading. We touch down and begin fighting our way through the masses of Covenant forces. The fighting is brutal as we make our way up the beachfront. We clear out the enemy once again, and Echo 419 drops us another fresh set of wheels just like last time. Chief hops in and a new replacement Marine joins us. We drive down the beach to locate a control section, running over and shooting some Covenant as we go. We reach the centre and begin to clear it out, crashing into quite literally everything as we go. Unfortunately, during the battle, our brand new driver gets turned into pink mist and becomes nothing more than a stain on the ground. You will be missed. I clear out the rest of the station, this time with vengeance on my mind for driver number 2. I make my way down a ramp and clear out the enemies waiting. They rudely lock an important door on me. Conveniently, we don't have the means to open it while we're here. Tasked with finding another station to override the door. Chief now drives alone down the beach, heading towards his objective. We reach a new location and fight through some enemies before reaching a mini station, where again, we have to fight 2 rabid pit bulls. Chief fights through more enemies before finally reaching Station 2. I fight more enemies in a storage room, quite literally no-diff them. Chief reaches the panel and unlocks the door. We then head back to the station we were at before, and head through the door that is now very open. Walk in and get a scope of the facility we just entered. Walking down the corridors, I enter a room and begin to clear it out. After it's cleared out, I struggle for quite literally 5 minutes to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Once I realised, I was truly ashamed of myself. I die several times to being utterly stupid. I unlock my inner solid snake and sneak past every enemy until I reach the control panel.
Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly.
I get stabbed by a golden ninja a few times while trying to make my daring escape. I make my way up to the surface to get extracted from the area and move on to the next segment. We get dropped into a large facility where I'm instantly put back into combat.
This is as far as I can go! Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here. Good luck!
I fight down the hall before having to fight through literally several of the same room. This was so boring. We make it outside and I hop into a cannon where I proceed to be sent into space.
The patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have...
This is fine.
This part just really got annoying after a while, I'm not gonna lie. I make my way through the building where I fight in the exact same room layouts as before. I make it outside once again after a very boring segment of the mission, and start unloading into the enemy. This time, however, they have these big things, which were really annoying to kill. They also whipped out a tank out of nowhere, which added to the fun. Eventually, I get in the Warthog, and this time I'm joined by 2 new Marines. We drive for a short distance together before I... Holy shit! A tank! I I start unloading into the enemy and pick up the boys. We move as a unit, tearing apart everything we come across. Even a big open combat area was no match against the sheer will and power of our tank. After we finish up with the Covenant, we come across and enter a tunnel. I get out. I open a door. I get back in. We drive into a new large room and once again start ripping them all to shreds with our beast of battle. The rest is sort of the same, just blowing up different things and, driving. Unfortunately, however, we reach a section where we must say goodbye to our tank and proceed on foot. We fight our way through an open valley and move toward the tower. And I tell you, I really hate this part. I really mean it. And what makes it worse is that when we get into the building, it's just the exact same rooms as last time. Whoever made the design choice, I really hope got fired, because it really made for a boring gameplay loop. Quite literally, the rest of the mission is walking over the same bridges and fighting the exact same rooms over and 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 over. Until the very end section of the mission where we steal a ghost and make our way up the tower. I hate the ghost. I open doors and shoot more enemies in the same boring environment. If you can't tell, I really disliked most of this mission. We finally reach the end, where Chief opens the door in Aura Farms. We walk into the control center and Chief uploads Cortana into the computer. She begins going kind of crazy at the sheer amount of data she has access to, and then she finds out that the captain is walking into a trap, or at least something he's unaware of. She didn't really clarify.
No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something. Buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now they're afraid.
Something buried?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What
The
are
weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here. Find Keys. Stop him.
The mission finally ends, much to my joy, and I close the game a happy man. Moral of the story here is I really hate that mission. We end the video as the gang enter a swamp. However, what follows will have to wait until next time on Halo. Thanks for watching.